Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm here with actor Eric Six from Mutilator 2, among other things such as Bones and all. How are you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So I was checking IMDb and I saw that you were into acting at a really young age. What would you say got you into acting?
I would have to say just watching movies from a really young age. I that's all I did. That was my hobby. And I would watch the behind the scenes B-roll a lot. And I saw them making films. I'm like, you know what? That would be a great career to try. So here I am.
Yeah, I totally feel that. I've been addicted to movies as long as I can remember too. But I also saw that you went to LA after you graduated and attended film school. Is that correct?
I did, yes. I went to a performing arts school out there for a year. And then I did their curriculum for about a year, but I was so hungry for the industry, I didn't want to learn anymore. So I came home and I started auditioning, and here we are.
That's totally understandable. Sometimes you think the right way is to do one thing in life and then you decide that it's not right after you do it. So I totally feel that. What was the auditioning process like for Mutilator 2?
Actually, it was a submission, and actually, it's a kind of a really cool story. So I started out as an extra, and I worked with one of the producers, Jeff, on the movie as an extra. And I submitted my headshots, and he had known me through that and other projects I was doing. And he told Buddy, he saw my headshot, and he's like, "I think this is the actor that would do great in this role." So it was a straight offer. It was the first time that ever happened in my career where it was an offer. So I was pretty honored to have that happen.
Oh yeah, that's definitely an amazing experience and a crazy. I can't imagine. Were you a fan of the original?
I was, yes, yes. As soon as I heard that they were doing a second one, I went and watched it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to be part of this." So it was very surreal, very surreal.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those underrated slashers from the 80s like The Prowler or The Burning.
Yes, those are, oh yeah, all of those are amazing. I don't know why they're so underrated, honestly.
Yeah. Whenever I saw that you were also an extra on Bones and all.
Mhm.
How did that come about?
It was really cool. I was actually, the stand-in, for one of the
Oh,
main
okay,
roles. Yeah, yeah. So that came from the casting director. Lynn Myers, actually, she's a casting director in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I had done a bunch of extra work for them, and that's how I met Jeff. And then they just called one day and said, "Hey, you met the criteria. Would you like to have your name thrown in the hat?" And I did the interview process, and it was a really cool experience. I had a lot of fun.
hell yeah. Where was that film? Was that filmed out of Pennsylvania or where was that filmed out of? I don't know. I'm mistaken. I
Um,
can't remember.
it was filmed all over Ohio.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
Columbus, Cincinnati. I think we even went into Kentucky. I can't remember. Everything was such a blur.
I always forget you're from Ohio too. I
Yeah,
don't know why
yeah.
I always forget that. Washington Courthouse, I do believe, right?
Yes, yes, small little town.
Yeah. There's a lot of those in Ohio.
Yes.
Um, with Bones and all, how long would you say you filmed on that?
I was there for 4 weeks, I believe. I was there for a month. Yeah, yeah.
Josh Kirkpatch says, "Hey guys, hey man, how you doing?" And
Hey,
then
what's
Bob
up?
Wilcox says, "Let's go." Hey guys, how you
Bob,
doing?
what's up,
Thanks for
buddy?
joining us. If there was one franchise like that you could get involved with as far as acting goes, like which one would you pick?
Oh, Scream, hands down. Scream all the
Yeah,
way.
I was gonna say that. That's actually where I met you. I don't know if you remember where I met you or not, but it was on a random Scream page. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
it was the
Scream Thrillology or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Made the motive for Scream 5 even funnier with all the crazy because like all those people on those groups, there's some radicals on there, and it made it the motive even funnier and real in 5. It was hilarious. It
It did.
reminded me a lot of people in those groups.
I know. I was watching the movie. I'm like, were they really looking at us that closely? Is that why they did that? That
Right?
was really cool.
These movies are important to people.
That's awesome.
Oh my. Did you see I'm sure you've seen the trailer like times by now, but how do you think
Oh,
it looks for
I
6?
I think it's gonna be very, very different and violent, which I'm excited for. I think the franchise really
Yeah.
needs that freshness.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it too. I think I kind of have the killers, like I kind of have the movie already figured out in my head. I hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be right up there with one of the better ones. I think it's going to be right there as good as the second original Scream, or it's going to be maybe a little better depending on like how they pace the movie. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think that was one of their difficulties with the fifth one. I think they paced it kind of. They had too many new characters thrown in there, and
Yeah, it seemed like you didn't get to know them a lot, which Scream is, you kinda get
yeah,
attached to the characters. Hopefully, this time around, they can do that, which I think in interview they said they would, so it'll be cool to see it.
yeah. Who do you think the killers are going to be, or do you think they're not going to get announced in this one and they're going to make you wait?
I think 1 will get revealed with the regular mask, and then the older mask, I think we're gonna have to wait until 7. I think because studios are doing, like, the 3 movies right now, and I think they did the
Yeah,
same thing, so I think it's gonna tie in to 7. So,
yeah. I think it's going to end up being Henry Cerny. I think that's how his last name's pronounced. If I'm incorrect, he's the villain in Ready or Not. I think
oh,
he's going to end up being Sam's therapist, and then he's going to have help from Jack Champion. I don't remember his name in the movie, but I think it's going to be him, and then I think it's going to be Dermot Mulroney or whatever. His daughter's going to be a patient of that psychologist, dude. And I think it's going to be those 3 like rotating around.
that's cool.
I
Yeah,
think he might end up being Richie's dad. I think that's a possibility, but he
oh.
also could be like true crime obsessed. I think the motive in this is going to be like true crime obsession.
Oh, yeah, it'll definitely go with it goes with today, so yeah, very meta. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, I think you're right. I think yeah, you nailed it on the head.
yeah. I, I do that shit constantly where I theorize like what it could be, and then whenever the movie comes out, it's like nothing close to that. Like sometimes my theories I feel like are actually better than what we actually get, but who knows? I think they got a good movie coming out though. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, that Gale scene, I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, "Please don't take her away too." I'm like, "Please,
Uh
for the love of everything, let's just keep her. Don't touch a hair on her head, please."
that Dewey scene was painful.
It was
That
bad.
hurt. Did you say they're releasing it in 3D? That's crazy.
Are they? What?
Y- Yeah, they're releasing it's like a special event thing, like certain theaters are releasing it in 3D.
Oh, shoot, I didn't see that at all. Oh, wow.
Yeah. That
Okay.
makes me a little worried because it makes me think of My Bloody Valentine, the 2009 or 2010 remake they did on that. That's not a terrible like slasher. It's fun, like a fun like who done it or whatever, but I don't know. Like I hopefully Scream's a little bit better than that. I feel like they overdo certain shit with 3D movies, like over hokiness.
Yeah, it's very gimmicky. It can be very
Yeah.
gimmicky.
If they like remade Killer Clowns from Outer Space, they could definitely do it in 3D, and that would be cool and fun or everything. But I'm not sure that. And Final Destination, that was also fun in 3D, but I don't know if a Scream movie is actually going to work with the 3D.
I know that'll be interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. I don't know, maybe it'll be cool. Maybe the depth of New York, that's what they're going for, the alleys and the buildings, the narrow hallways, maybe that's what they're trying. So,
Yeah, who do you think is the opening kill in it?
is it Samara
Samara,
Weaving? Samara
yeah,
Weaving?
Samara
Yeah,
Weaving, yeah.
yeah, I believe she's yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I saw a I don't want to spoil anything and I don't know like how much you know about the movie, but I saw a thing that said she was in the opening and she was having dinner with one of her students, and like people were taking pictures of her with her students, and then she like leaves this Tinder date, and like she goes in this alley and like gets a call from Ghostface, and
Oh shoot.
the
That'll be
person that attacks her like kills her, but that person takes the mask off, and you see who Ghostface is in the first scene of the movie.
oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I like how
Not,
they're doing that. That's true. That'll be cool.
yeah, not to spoil anything for you, but if you're anything like me, you've already been checking Reddit and
Yes, yeah. The last I remember when Scream 5 came out, it came out some theaters released it on Thursday. I didn't get a chance to go until Friday. And
yeah.
as soon as I opened up, I glanced down and it said to everybody that was killed, I had to hurry up, but it was too late. So I was like, ah, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm turning my phone off. It comes out March 9th, I believe. No, actually I think it comes out March 10th, and then
Yeah.
everywhere it's the 11th, but I'm turning my phone off that day or muting all the groups because I don't want to have the killer spoiled. It's really hard to avoid that.
Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, especially that group. Yeah, they get really, yeah, on release day. It's like, boom.
Uh what's some other movies you're excited for this year coming out?
Some other ones, some actually have already released. I want to go see Megan. I've been able to go and see it yet. Um, what are some other ones? I'm excited for the Peacock series, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that looks really good. Well,
And
it
then,
doesn't look good. I don't know if it's had a trailer release, but I'm sure it's going to be good. It has a lot of cool people, that A24 company, among other things. It's going to be pretty good, I'm hoping.
yeah, someone said that Kevin Williamson is going to help develop it. I don't know
Huh.
how true that is. I saw an article, so
Did
that
you
will.
did you see Sick, the movie that he wrote?
No, I need to catch up on all this. See, I'm still in school too, so I'm trying to balance
Oh
all.
yeah. I felt that. I
Yeah.
hear that. Yeah, Sick was pretty good. It had a very COVID-19 uh I'm trying to think of motive at the end of it. It was a 2020 movie, that's for sure. It was fun for what it was. It had some cool scenes. I mean, it was pretty predictable in the grand scheme of things. But did you also say they might bring back I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah, yeah. I think there was talks of it. I know they did a little series that I didn't get a chance to watch, and I heard that the reviews weren't great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched I think 2 or 3 episodes of the series and I wasn't impressed. I uh I liked I was a little skeptical on the Scream series, so I didn't watch it when it first came out. And like during
Oh,
COVID, I ended up like binging the first and second season, ended up really loving the show, and then the third season kind of ruined it for me. But it was definitely better than the I Know What You Did Last Summer series. It was kind of a flop.
yeah, I heard that. I love the Scream series. I love seasons 1 and 2 the best. So yeah,
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 they're really good. I wasn't a big Emma fan in the first and second season, but I definitely like Noah and Audrey. I thought they were a good duo as far as acting goes. She's
absolutely.
also in Hellfest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah, she is. Yeah, now that you say that, she actually is.
Yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of Oh, what Scream did you say who you thought the killers could be? I don't remember. I don't remember if I
Oh
asked you.
yeah, I didn't. I think Jack Champion is going to be one of them.
Yeah.
The other ones, I'm not too sure, but him, he just gives me really killer vibes, and he's wearing. I think maybe one still he was wearing a flannel. I'm like, ah, that's our
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, that's a dead giveaway in the movie when they're wearing a damn flannel. They
Yeah.
gave away like a lot of shit in the trailer for 5 though. Like if you go back and watch that, like they showed that Richie got attacked by Sam with a knife because you could see his hairline in the same color shirt. You could see Amber on fire. Like they gave a lot of stuff away in that trailer, and I hope they don't do that with 6. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. I know marketing. I think, marketing and everybody's so separate. I think they just think, oh, no one's going to notice. Well, they don't know us very well. So we notice everything. So it's just, yeah.
Oh yeah. What would you say is the most rewarding experience you've had thus far with acting?
That's a good question. I would have to say the people I've met, um, there's so there's so much talent in this world, and there's some that don't you don't get to interact with everybody that's in this industry, but the people I've come across are amazing. Mutilator 2, it honestly felt like a summer camp. I know that's very cliche, and you hear that a bunch in horror movies, the production of them, but it really felt like a summer camp. And Buddy Cooper was our leader, so we would just, go to
Oh
set
yeah,
every day and just, do what he said. But the amazing people I met, it was just amazing. It was really cool.
sounds like an awesome time.
It was.
What can we expect in future projects for you? I know you got Mutilator 2 coming up, set to release this year. I'm assuming in the summer sometime, but do you guys know with like a release date, or are you not allowed to?
I know they're working on it. I'm not sure. I honestly know when you guys know, because they're very, secretive with the movie. They don't want to give too much away. So I'm pretty sure we'll know very soon. But yeah, future stuff coming out. Over Thanksgiving, I shot an anthology series. It's also a horror, Fresh Hell. It's on IMDb. You can look it up. And I got to do that. So I'm not sure if it's slated to release later this year or next year. And then I just completed a short film 2 weeks ago titled Three Quarters Dead. So that should be in film festivals, I believe, next month. And then I don't know when it will release to the public. So yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Everybody should definitely check that out. Let me check these messages on here in the comments
Yeah.
just to make sure. They want to know from the Mutilator where your Mutilator 2 cap's at.
I know. Oh my gosh, I know. I have it all like locked away because I don't want to get it dusty or ruined. I save all that stuff in like a glass case.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I
I do.
actually own a robe from the opening of Scream 2, and like I have it like all fucking plastic wrapped and shit because I don't want it to get messless. I can totally understand, especially with you working on production.
Yes, yeah. I was so they gave us the hat and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got to keep this safe." So it is locked away. I know I should have wore it, but I was just so scared. I just scared it, memorabilia.
Yeah, definitely. Josh says he thinks Mutilator 2 will do pretty good, especially with Terrifier 2's success. Seems like gory horror films are making a resurgence. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
Yeah.
Mutilator 2 was a lot of fun. It was gory as all hell, but there's nothing wrong with that from time to time.
Yeah, I'll say I think everybody's gonna have a lot of fun with this, and there was so much great chemistry between all the cast members. I mean, we had fun on set, so it really shows on screen. So I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun because we did. I mean, we had great fun.
Yeah, it looks really fun. I like the from the trailer looks of it. I like the murder mystery aspect of it too. That's one of my favorite things in horror. I think that's why I'm such a big fan of things like Scream and Urban Legend and all those 90 corny slashers. That's why I'm such a big fan because they have that murder mystery aspect, and I'm really excited to see what you guys do with that and the second Mutilator.
Yeah, like I said, it'll be a lot of fun. I don't want to say too much because it'll give it away and the producers will kill me. But yeah, that aspect of it is really fun as well. Yeah, you'll be on the edge of your seat, so it'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a real pleasure having you on here, man. I'm awkward as hell. I'm trying to figure out how to end things here, but it's been
You're
really
totally
fun.
good.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I really appreciate your time, and it's been fun.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. It was a blast. So heck yeah.
Thanks. Thanks everybody for tuning in.